T-Man 978 Chill Review.
Hello again, T-Man 978. Right now we're going to be taking a look at SH Figuarts Tamashii Stage Act 4 for humanoids. So, yeah, it's three of these stands right here. And they all come with the same accessories, and you can play with your figures that look like humans with them, and with your figures that have stand ports. So let's take one, which I already took out of the package, and basically you get this little arm right here, just like the Figma arm. You plug it into this base, and then you can apply this little grabby thing right here. And I don't know, if you have a more slender frame figure like this guy right here, you can get into a flying pose right there. Somebody who doesn't have a stand port in their back. That would be good. Let's see if it can actually wrap around Wolverine. No, not really. But they got you covered in this instance. They have this little port right here that goes on. And then they have these two things right here. You need to take these off of the sprue, plug them into there, and of course this is going to get loose over time. I had a Stage Act Trident, I've got a review for that, and that thing got loose. But you can get Wolverine into various poses, and hopefully that thing will keep tight. Let me figure out a pose and come back. Here's a pose. And one thing is, you can get inventive because these are arms. If you have a character that the arms won't grab around correctly, if they have things like a movable belt, you can hook the little arms up in there. Or you could take this off and like try to plug it up into like various holes and whatnot. I showed that off in my Dr. Octopus review. Dr. Octopus, when you crunch him forward, he has that. So you can do things like shove that deep in there, or deeper in there. Maybe let me put this arm on there. Come on, man. Like I was saying before the thing stopped working with me, you can get as creative as you need to be and hook things into whatever crevice your figure has if it doesn't have a specific stand port. But besides this arm, it does come with this more straight up arm, and you can take this little thing right here and clamp that around, and these same little hands, you can put this on here if maybe your figure is a little bit too heavy, but then this will like kind of bend down if it is too heavy. So I'm not even going to put him on there because he's way too tall for this post. So I would put a different figure on there like this. Now these things have these connector pieces right here that you can plug in, so you can do things like connect the bases together, which is cool, I guess, if you want them to be connected together for whatever reason. There are 4 of these little connectors. Let's see if I can. No, I can't. Oh, you have to connect it here. Duh. Oh yeah, that will keep it a little bit more secure, and you can have both arms on here. I mean, I guess it would be good if I have these going. This probably should have been rotated the other way to make it the same thing with the other two. And these things are dust magnets, I can see. And with these 3 arms, you can take 3 characters that have pegs already built into their bodies. You can do stuff like this. For the 3 people that didn't know, since 2014, they've been purposely designing stand ports into Transformers Generations figures. Even some of the bigger ones, like some of the Masterpiece figures, have stand ports now. Okay, here are a few actual Bandai figures that have stand ports and whatnot. So once you connect them together, you could do like a 3-man team like this. Or you could just buy more if you have 5 figures that have stand ports or whatever. And you could just go to town because they can keep connecting and connecting and connecting the more of these you buy. Now I brought up the Figma stand, and let's see how these actually compare. I can see something different already. The Figma stand has a longer stem right there, and these are different on the Figma. But let's see. Yeah, it's not even compatible down here on the Figma. This is smaller. This is more like a 5mm peg, if I'm not mistaken. Let me test that theory out. Actually, I'm wrong. The Figma is smaller, but the Bandai one is a 5mm peg, so it can fit into the ports on Transformers and whatnot. So if you have somebody like Optimus Prime's trailer that has 5mm peg holes all over it, you can put these arms on Optimus's trailer and have them holding figures on it. So that's a cool option. I don't feel like doing that, but that's a cool option. One other thing, this long post, this actually can fit into there, and then you can stick that into there, and you can have an even taller stand for your figures. But because you can't put any arms on that, because this is basically the bottom of the stand, you would have to take one of these dailies right here and plug that in and then hang your figures from that. Unless, like I was mentioning, your character has a 5mm peg hole on them, and then you can plug them straight into that right there. And these arms are a bit loose that I'm noticing. I mean, they do have regular Phillips screws. You can tighten that to make it a little bit tighter, but they are loose. So amazingly, these Transformers, these deluxe Transformers, are a little bit heavier than I would think they are, or than they feel. But anyhow, I could be recording this forever. I showed you all the little different pieces that they come with, and all the different variations that you can go through with these things. So I think I'll end it with that. I like this. It's cool. I bought some knockoff versions of these that just broke instantly. Don't go with the knockoff. Like this plastic right there, the plastic that they use is horrible. So this is known to be snapping off. In fact, I think it was long like this, and it just snapped. You know what, they might be, I think they're more they mimic this, but they're designed like the Figma stand. So the post was long and it just snapped right off. But Figma, I'm noticing, is a little bit more tight out of the box. So like I said, you can screw these screws a little bit tighter so it can hold your figures up a little bit better. But straight out of the package, they are a little bit loose, to be honest. Anyway, I hope you enjoyed this video. Until next time, T-Man978 out of here. Thank you for watching. Click the videos. Click the fucking videos, baby. Click the videos. You should really click these videos. Click the videos. Click those fucking videos, baby. Click the videos. You really should click those videos. Click that shit.